Hello, everybody. Before we get to your forecast, I just do want to update everyone on what is going on with my apprenticeship program training. We are now at 21.9% of goal. Thank you to everybody who has donated this week. I do appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. And I know that we will get there, that all the money will come in at the right time as it's supposed to, and that we will have the interactions that we need to when the time is right. So looking forward to getting to meet and work with all of you, looking forward to being able to give you my gift back to you, that Reiki, and just really excited that things are just moving forward. So, on to your readings. Hello there, Leo. Thank you so much for stopping by for your weekly tarot video forecast for the week of August 15th through the 21st. What we have coming up for you for the card on Monday is the Ten of Cups in reverse. Ten of Cups in reverse just means there's something going on that is not making you very happy on Monday. This can be that you have a relationship situation that is not going in the direction that you would like it to be going. Maybe you've reached some kind of a stalemate, or you're having a hard time being on the same page with this other person. This can also be something, and by the way, that does not have to be a romantic relationship to be a relationship. We have relationships with everybody that is in our lives on a regular basis. The other thing that could be going on is we may have some kind of project that we're working on, or something that we really have put a lot of our heart and our soul into, that things aren't going the way that we want them to, and so we're not very happy with that. But the Ten of Cups is definitely an emotion card, and it talks about not being able to move forward or be happy with a certain situation or a certain relationship in our lives. And so that's what's showing up for you on Monday, Leos. On Tuesday, what we have coming up is the Emperor. And what the Emperor tells us is that on Tuesday, there's something going on where you have felt like you have not been the person that's been in control or in charge of your life, and you are taking control in some way. This can be setting a boundary with somebody. This can be somebody that always asks you for something that just really is not your place to be handling. And this could be you saying, you know what, no, I'm not doing that. I don't do that anymore. Something like that. But there's something going on where you are taking control of an issue in your life where you've kind of let that slide. And to me, it feels like a lot of you may have kind of let that slide out of your control without even kind of noticing it at the time. Now you're noticing that and you're like, wait a second here. All right, so let's move on to Wednesday. Wednesday, we have the Eight of Coins showing up. Eight of Coins really is, to me, it's the work card. It's being at work. It's being really involved with the job, doing a good job, paying attention to detail, that type of thing. So definitely doing some kind of work on Wednesday. Now, this doesn't have to be just work that you're paid for either. This job can also talk about doing work. You may have some kind of project around the home that you're working on. And the other way that this card can come in for some of you Leos is that this is about inner work, internal work. Some of you may be seeing a therapist. Some of you may be going to a spiritual healer. Some of you may be doing your own internal work, but you can be doing some kind of work on your character or personality as well. So a few different ways that actually can manifest in your life, Leo. I feel like for a significant number of you, this is internal work, actually. I would say probably 30–40% of you, it's internal. And then we do have a lot of actual elbow grease type work coming in as well for the rest of you. And for some of you, you'll have both of these types of work coming in. Looking at Thursday, what we have here is the Two of Coins showing up in reverse. And the Two of Coins in reverse, it just talks about having a hard time keeping things in balance. So this can be anything from your checkbook or your bank accounts to just having too many things that you need to get accomplished during the day to where things are falling through the cracks, or having too many different places to be, being overbooked basically. So there's a bunch of different ways that we can be unbalanced, but this is, when the Two of Coins is reversed, this is unbalanced in such a way that things aren't getting covered that we really wanted to have covered. Things are falling through the cracks. When I see this card come up for myself, what I like to do is make that mental note of, okay, this is a good day for me to delegate responsibilities to somebody else who can actually handle those responsibilities. That's how I like to handle this whenever it comes up. Share the responsibilities so that maybe things won't fall through the cracks. All right, so then let's look at Friday. What we have coming up here is the Lovers card in reverse. Interesting, it comes up, the way I have this spread out is immediately below the Ten of Cups in reverse, which was on Monday. So Friday we're ending with the Lovers in reverse. The Lovers in reverse talks more about a partnership that is not going in the direction that we would like it to go for some of you. For some of you, this is talking about decision or decision making. The original first Lovers card was all about decision making more than it was about partnership. And the original depictions would show a man, and it would also show a brunette woman and a fair-haired woman. And the implication was this person had to decide who was going to be best for him, who was going to be the best decision for him to choose. So I am getting a strong decision vibe off of this card when I look at it for you today, Leos, that you want to be really careful with any decisions that you're making on Friday, and especially any decisions that will be having long-term effects. So please be careful about signing any contracts. Make sure that you have read through all the fine print. Make sure that you know exactly what you're getting into before you step into any kind of agreements. Just be very aware, because this card can warn about not taking the time to make the best decisions possible, maybe rushing into something without getting all the information. So definitely do your due diligence on any big decisions that you're making, or any decisions that can have ripple effects that you're making on Friday. Now, on Saturday, what we have coming up is the Page of Swords. Now, the Page of Swords just tells me that there is some kind of new information coming into you on Saturday. When I see this, a Page of Swords is almost a redundant card, because a page talks about messages. Swords talks about words or thoughts, information being transferred. And so, with that being so redundant, the Page of Swords has actually come to mean something a little bit different for me, because it's sort of an over-the-top type of card with the redundancy. So with the Page of Swords, the information that's coming to you actually is something to do with what I like to call the secrets of the universe. That's all those little spiritual things that influence us that we aren't taught about in grade school. So things like metaphysical laws, things like law of attraction, things like psychic, like mediumship, like ESP, all of that kind of stuff, it really has an effect on us, but we just don't, at least in this culture, we're just not taught about it hardly at all. So I call those the secrets of the universe, because we're not taught about it. If we're going to find out about it, we're going to have to dig ourselves. So on Saturdays, Leos, or this Saturday, I do see that there is something that is, more a secret of the universe type thing that has your attention, has your curiosity. And as you're following that curiosity, you're trying to figure out, is this really for real? And if you already know it's for real, you're trying to explore more about whatever this topic is for you. So just new information coming in about some kind of secret of the universe. And it's not coming in just like and falling in your lap. It's your curiosity that is drawing you to this information. All right, so Sunday, what you guys have coming up, Leos, is the Empress. The Empress is a really good card. The Empress is all about female energy. She's all about beauty. She's all about harmony, peacefulness. And so she is able to sort of draw beauty and harmony and peacefulness to her just by being herself and exuding her typical normal energy. She expects good things, and she doesn't expect them in a demanding way. She expects them more in a childlike, hopeful, trusting way. and which is an interesting outlook for somebody like an empress to have, because you know an empress has seen a lot. And this empress, whenever we see her in the tarot, she has not only seen a lot, she has also really been able to ingest the lessons from the things that she's seen, and what she has been focusing on is the positive lessons of what she's seen. She's been focusing on how much the people around her, and she herself is loved by Sacred Spirit and by other people around, and how much good there is in the world. And so the Empress is this strange dichotomy of adult woman, been around, experienced, and yet still has a very childlike attitude. And because of this childlike attitude, she sort of puts herself into a sheltered place where pretty much only good things come to her, because that's what she expects, that's what she sees. And at the same time that that's going on, she's almost at a point that if something negative were to happen, she wouldn't even notice it, because that's not where she's focused. She's focused on the good things that are happening. And so as negative things come in and she pays no attention to them, they fade away just as quickly. And as the good things come in and she enjoys them and exalts in them, they stick around for her. And that's, you know, that's the really cool thing about the Empress. The whole secret with the Empress is that she focuses on the good. No matter what's around her, she focuses on the good. No matter what's around her, she's the happy person. She's the optimistic person. She's the one that's always doing great no matter what's going on in her world. And because she's the one that's always doing great no matter what's going on in her world, the world kind of lines up with her and gives her more of what she's focusing on. So this is what I see you doing on Sunday, Leo. I see you really focusing on those things that make you happy, those things that are good, that are pure, that are virtuous, that are happiness making, that are beautiful. So as you focus on those things, then I see them just kind of overwhelming you, coming in and just burying you with themselves, with all their goodness. So that's what's going on for you on Sunday, and that's really a fabulous, fabulous thing to have happening. A great way to end the week. Thank you so much, Leos, for stopping by, for hanging out, for liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting. I do appreciate all of your support. For those of you that I don't see in a reading or in a Reiki session this week, I'll see you back here the next time. Everybody have a fantastic week. Peace out. Hello everybody, this is Amista, and I am coming to you today with something completely different than what you've ever seen here before, completely different than what I ever thought I would do. I have been taking Reiki training, and I've gotten level 1 and I've gotten level 2, and I really want to take master training because already I've realized that there are other people out there who need to know how to be able to do Reiki for themselves, and I'm not qualified to show them that or to teach them that or to pass that on to them or empower them with that until I become a Reiki Master. And so I was looking into a Reiki Master program, and I meet all the qualifications as far as that goes. I've been accepted into the Master program, but the last little bit of money is what I need some help with, and I'm hoping that you guys will help me with that. I need to raise another $3,000 to get myself into the program, and so that's where you guys come in. What I'm doing is I am accepting very happily and very thankfully and very gratefully any donations that you may feel like you would want to give. If you don't want to, obviously, then don't. But if you do feel like you want to help me to get into this Reiki Master Apprenticeship Program, any help that any of you and all of you send is great. No donation is too small. I just ask that they're over like 35 cents because I think PayPal will take 35 cents of whatever comes in as a fee for collecting payment. But anything other than over 35 cents is no donation is too small. So there's the corrected version of that. And actually, I was looking I have over 7,000 subscribers. If every subscriber donated $1, I would be able to end this request. But so if you would like to donate, I would be extremely thankful. I would appreciate that a lot. Also, I want to do something for you in exchange for donating. So anybody who would donate at all, I would like to offer you 15 minutes of free Reiki distant healing. In other words, I would send you some healing energy where you would not have to come to my house, or we would not have to meet in person, just like I do a lot of my readings by Skype or by phone. I can also send the healing energy without having to be right in front of you. We don't even have to be on the phone or on Skype when I do it, although I will want to touch base with you ahead of time to find out where you would like me to target that energy. If you have any particular thing you want to have worked on energetically, and also to touch base after it's done, just to let you know that I have sent the energy in to check in with you, see how you're feeling, that type of thing. Anybody who donates anything more than $50, what I would like to do is send you some Reiki energy. I would send you the same amount of minutes of Reiki energy as you send dollars. So say you donate $50, then I would send you 50 minutes of Reiki energy. Anybody who wants to donate and doesn't want to receive Reiki but knows somebody else that they would like to have the Reiki sent to, feel free to let me know that, and you can gift that Reiki to somebody else, and I will just touch base with them, make sure I have permission to send them that energy, and talk to them about where they would like it targeted and all of that, just like I would if I was sending that to you. So that is what I've got going on, and I really appreciate, like I said, all of the help any of you can send. I know not everybody can send, not everybody will want to send help, but I am hoping that there will be enough to get me into this quickly. Otherwise, I would probably have to wait, I don't know, 6 months, a year before I had this kind of money to get myself into there, and I don't want to wait that long. I want to be able to empower people more quickly than that. So what I'm doing is I am in the description section underneath the video. I'm going to send you a link where you can donate, and you can choose whatever amount you want to donate, and I will probably also have that showing in the video as well. So thank you everybody for listening and for giving this some thought, some prayer, some attention. And thank you everybody who actually does donate as well. I appreciate it all. Thank you so much. Peace.